Hello all, welcome to Pamita AI World 18. My name is Pamita Singh Kandari and you are watching my YouTube channel Pamita AI World 18. So I welcome you all the students on my YouTube channel in which I teach the programming language and data science and artificial intelligence related things. So all the students, in my previous video I was teaching you about the Kendall correlation coefficient. Fine. In this video, before teaching you the next part of Kendall correlation coefficient or Kendall's tau, I wanna show you the part of syllabus of maths, fine, or statistics which comes under data science, so that you all students don't get confused that where this teaching is going on, in which direction teaching is going on. Whether I am teaching you the right syllabus for data science or not. So in my previous videos I have made one particular video on the syllabus, and this video was related to this. With the help of paper I taught you that for data science, maths for data science, I'll teach you basic stats and intermediate stats and advanced states, which is very important for learning data science. Fine. So before teaching you data science, I told you in that particular video that I'll teach you maths and stats, and under maths and statistics I have given you these terms. Which terms? These I already taught you in my previous video. All these terms which I have clicked on, clicked the right marks. Fine. These all topics I have already taught you. Now standard deviation and Gaussian normal distribution, which comes under basic statistics, these two terms I didn't teach you in my previous videos. Now what I am teaching you, the Spearman correlation coefficient and Kendall's correlation coefficient, which are very important for learning data science. These terms comes under when you build machine learning projects or artificial intelligence projects. These terms, mathematical terms, or you can say these stats terms, are used to know how we can remove the unwanted features. We use Spearman rank correlation. Fine. Like this, Pearson correlation coefficient is also there. Now under these other than these two things, Kendall's tau is also used in data science. Fine. I haven't written here because it is already under these two terms. Kendall's tau correlation coefficient also come. Now I have already taught you Pearson correlation coefficient, Spearman rank correlation coefficient, and now I am teaching you Kendall's tau or Kendall correlation coefficient. And theoretical part I have already taught you about the Pearson Spearman, but now I'll teach you with the example of all the in my next upcoming videos I'll teach you with the example of Spearman and Pearson correlation coefficient, fine, and Kendall's correlation coefficient. With example I'll teach you so that you people don't get confused, and with the very easy and simplest way I'll try to teach you how you will calculate all these terms. Fine. And yes, of course, I have already taught you hypothesis testing also, but under hypothesis testing I taught you in my previous video. I have taught you hypothesis testing also, but under hypothesis testing, the detailed part I didn't teach you with the example. Theoretical part I have taught you already. This example part I will also taught you in my I will also teach you in my next upcoming videos. But before that, we'll jump to the Kendall's correlation coefficient. Fine. In this particular video, this syllabus I taught you because of so that you people don't get confused where I'm teaching, where this syllabus is going on. So this thing I am teaching you under statistic part. So before jumping to build the projects, the maths and statistic part behind these projects, you all people should know. All students should know, whether you belongs to technical background or non-technical background. Fine. So this is the thing. And in my last video I taught you that I have already two terms came, which in my last video of Kendall correlation coefficient, where I explained in that video that parametric and non-parametric things. Look, this also I taught you the correlation part. When I was teaching you the correlation, I taught you that I'll teach you Pearson correlation, Spearman correlation, Kendall correlation in detailed part. Fine, I have made one particular video on this paper also. Fine, so please check all those videos which I have already taught you. All the students who are new to this video or who are already regularly watching my YouTube channel for learning purpose, whether you are subscriber or not, if you are continuously going through my YouTube channel to learn all these topics, please go through my all the previous videos so that you don't get confused where I am teaching you. Because if you won't go through my my previous videos, you won't be able to catch these particular terms or particular topics which are quite difficult to understand for all you guys. Because the base part of these all difficult topics I have already explained in my previous videos. Base part, where base means what is correlation. So correlation I have already explained in that particular video with the example also. And I have in those particular videos I taught you that what are the types of correlation, and I taught you that there is Pearson correlation and Spearman correlation. Fine, all these things I taught you in that particular video, that these are the types of correlation. And I in that particular video I also announced that in all these topics I'll teach you in detail part. Nowadays I am teaching you all these topics in all the detail part of all those topics. So this is the thing. And with respect to Kendall's correlation coefficient, nowadays what I am teaching you, and yes, all the students, if you all are confused that where I am heading, my syllabus of data science is heading, one particular video I have already made 3 months back, that I'll teach you data science in such a manner that first I'll teach you the math part. Nowadays what is going on is statistics, linear algebra and differential calculus I didn't teach you guys, and nowadays I am teaching you statistic part. Linear algebra and differential calculus I'll teach you. And nowadays this is the thing, I haven't teach you till now machine learning, programming language, data analysis, data visualization, deployment and IDE, web scraping. These all things would come. Now for 3 months I am just teaching you the maths and statistic part. Fine, and which is quite lengthy. That's why I told you guys that these topics are quite lengthy. And I was thinking to build one playlist of Python programming language, so that I want to finish all these topics as soon as possible to all the students who are learning through my YouTube channel, so that you people don't get confused here. So this is the thing, I am teaching you statistic part. Now comes to the part where I was teaching you last time, the Kendall and in this video, last video, I taught you that parametric and non-parametric test is also there, which comes parametric and non-parametric. All the videos I have made, please go through all those videos before going through this particular video. So now I'll teach you what is Kendall correlation coefficient. Fine. Look, what I taught you, I'll give you one roughly example of Kendall correlation coefficient here. Kendall's tau and Pearson correlation coefficient. Fine. Difference. So what is the difference between Pearson correlation and Kendall's tau? I'll teach you in this particular video. Look, I taught you that in my previous video that it is non-parametric. Which is non-parametric? Kendall's tau. Fine. and data must not be normally distributed. Data must not be normally distributed. Fine. And what is normally distributed data? If the graph came like this, then we cannot apply Kendall's tau by just seeing the graph, that here Kendall correlation or Kendall's tau can't be applied. So data should be like this, that the graph should not come as a normal distribution. ये जरूरी नहीं है. Fine. It must not be. It may come like this, but it is not necessary that graph should come like this only. Fine. When we use Kendall's tau. Fine. In Pearson correlation coefficient, it is compulsory that graph should come normally distributed. But in Kendall's tau, it is not necessary. Now, third part is two variables must have ordinal scale. Two variables must have ordinal scale. And what is ordinal scale? I'll give you one example while teaching you that, when I'll teach you the Kendall's tau example here. Now we'll see what is the difference between Spearman rank correlation and Kendall's tau. Look, Kendall's tau should be preferred. I am teaching the difference. Fine. Because there is a little difference when you will see the data, and by seeing this data, what if you are data scientist or if you are machine learning engineer or artificial engineer, data came from the data clear, look from Power BI or Tableau. With the help of Tableau, you have very structured data in front of you, and while applying, and as a data scientist, you should have knowledge that which formula or with the help of Python programming language you would have to apply to solve this particular problem. Fine. So by seeing the data, there is very little difference between Spearman rank correlation and Kendall's tau. What is that difference? Fine. First we will see that Kendall's tau should be preferred. Where should preferred over Spearman's correlation. Fine. Where there is very little data is available. And fine. When very little data is available and many ranks are ties. You know what I means to say here? If data is very little, if you have very little data, but you have to calculate the ranks are very in quantity, ranks are many, not in quality. Ranks are there are many ranks you have to calculate, but with the help of little data, then we will use Kendall's tau. But if the data is large, then you will use Spearman correlation coefficient here. As in data scientist, you would not get confused. So this is the difference between Kendall's tau and difference between Spearman correlation coefficient. So this is all for today's video. All the students who are learning through my YouTube channel Pamita AI World 18, thanks a lot for learning through. Thanks a lot for trusting Pamita AI World 18. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe. In my next upcoming video, I'll teach you how we will calculate Kendall's tau. Fine. Now I'll teach you the mathematical part with the very easiest and simplest way, so that you students don't get confused here. Thanks a lot for trusting Pamita AI World 18. Keep learning, happy learning. Dhanyavad. Namaste.